very young, and one thing we learned to do was to take orders.
Part of this old world, and it's just too bad we can't get along. And yes, I was part of that, and I still remember it.
Those things I remember, and probably things that bother me at night.
이 이야기는 57년 만에 비로소 전쟁의 상처를 풀어놓는 어느 노병들의 이야기다. 이야기의 무대는 미국 유타주 남쪽에 자리한 도시 시다. 한국인들에겐 낯선 이름의 도시지만 이곳에는 한국과 특별한 인연을 가진 사람들이 살고 있다.
Hi, Gail. Gail. So nice to meet you. Thank you.
We wondered what to do when we saw the phone sign there.
이곳이 고향인 7, 80대 노인들 대부분이 한국 전쟁에 참전했던 경험을 갖고 있다.
Onion hasanigda. Komapsamnida. Hana tu set net tasap asap yasap eldu badu yorup yo. Right here. God, somebody's hiding in the back.
Oh,
The good-looking guy. Come on here. Yeah, Kimchi. Say Arida. Everybody say we Jean.
That was me a lot of years ago.
I said, they were just the post
I've changed a little, haven't I?
September 28th. That's very
And I'm looking forward to this trip going over there. It's bring back a lot of memories, and especially looking forward to the Kapyong area. And I have some pretty vivid memories of that country and the way it looked. And I just want to see how good my memory is.
Yes,
시다시 한가운데 자리한 한국전쟁 기념공원. 슬픈 눈을 한 병사의 동상이 경례를 올리고 있는 곳은 바로 한반도다. 한국전쟁 기념비가 세워지기까지에는 한 재미교포의 노력이 컸다.
Last year, Cedar City trying to raise the fund to build this Korean War Memorial Monument. My heart just like ignited like a dynamite, and I drove up here and I met Dan. Says Dan, I'm a Korean and I got to help you. I want to do this something.
한국전쟁 기념비가 세워지면서 이 지역 8,000명의 인구 중에 600명이 넘는 청년들이 한국전쟁에 참전했던 역사가 세상에 알려지기 시작했다.
The camaraderie that here is with a group of men like that we have here, they're all friends. It's not like they're drafted from all across the United States. They go from a community.
Yeah. This is Seoul right here. That's going to look a lot different. Yeah.
그 중에는 삼형제가 함께 참전한 가족도 있었다.
Here you are, two brothers right here.
Okay, there.
It was a tough deal when you're battling 10-to-1 odds when there's 10 guys on the other side.
And what about Ken? What was he doing?
Ken was a cook.
Oh, Ken was a
Yeah,
cook.
he's still a good cook.
Oh, so did he ever bring any extra food for you guys?
No,
No?
we didn't do that. These are all me.
맥스 본조 씨에게는 전쟁 때 만났던 잊을 수 없는 한국인이 있다.
This is the day I left, and I put my helmet and my .30 caliber on him and pistol belt.
함께 전쟁터를 누비며 생사고락을 같이 했던 하우스보이 박상모. 지난해부터 맥스는 그를 찾고 있다.
What were his last words to you? Do you remember? Do you remember the
Probably Ani Kasipsio.
안녕 가십시오. He was crying.
Yeah. Tears coming down his face.
And then after that, you had no idea where he was heading or anything.
No.
I think it would be great to, and just really neat to be able to meet Pak San Mo, because I've, heard so much about him from my father, through my whole life. And also since I've been very young, I've thought a lot of times. I've thought a lot of times about Cap Young. And my dad never talked a lot about the actual, really battle and stuff that occurred there, although, we heard what went on.
있었냐? 되게 방금
1950년 당시 17의 나이. 그 후 40년을 더 군대에 있었으면서도 전쟁 이야기를 꺼내지 않았던 이유는 무엇일까?
Beautiful weather.
그렇게 오랫동안 침묵했던 것은 맥스뿐만이 아니었다.
He didn't talk about it very much. It was something he just, in fact, the children would ask him, and he didn't want to talk about it.
Your husband never talked about the Korean War too?
No.
Do you ever meet the Korean War veterans together and just
We haven't for a long, long time.
1950년에 발발한 한국전쟁은 한반도라는 좁은 땅 위에서 500만 명 이상의 사상자를 냈다. 전쟁은 승리도 패배도 없이 휴전으로 끝났다. 그리고 잊혀진 전쟁이 됐다. 시다 병사의 발치에는 그 전쟁을 결코 잊지 말자는 슬픈 다짐이 새겨져 있다. 다른 사람들은 한국 전쟁을 잊었어도 노병들은 한국 전쟁을 결코 잊을 수 없었다. 알 쿠퍼 씨는 오랫동안 혼자 간직해왔던 것을 비로소 꺼내 보인다.
I had been passing by near a rice paddy, and they were all sitting down to dinner, and they invited me to come in and join them. And they were having some green rice that they had just harvested, and and some soybeans. And then when I left, they gave me this spoon as a gift and wanted me to take it with me so that I would remember them. I would never discard that spoon because it's a part of my life. I keep it in this little box, which is where I keep many treasures and things that are important to me, memories of my life, and this is part of all that. That's why I keep it. But this is my Korean corner.
오랫동안 한국 전쟁을 가슴에 묻고 살아왔던 알 쿠퍼. 그는 지금 왜 그가 싸웠던 나라에 돌아가려는 것일까?
Those were the two that I met with during the Olympics. I'm probably going back more than for any reason to be able to tell my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren that I did go back, that I paid a visit to the country in which millions of people live free because went there. I'd like to be able to say that I went back and saw for myself how good things are because of that year of my life. And that's as well as I can explain it. I think the most difficult thing for me was coming home to America, where life was going on as usual. Nobody seemed to care that there had been people dying in other places.
그렇게 반세기가 넘는 세월이 흘러갔다. 그러나 층층이 쌓인 세월의 밑바닥에는 아직도 해묵은 기억들이 억눌려 있다. 이제 그 기억을 꺼낼 때가 됐다. 그는 또다시 한국을 향한 먼 여정을 준비한다. 그에게는 이번 여행길에 찾고 싶은 한국인이 있다.
Hopefully we can find one or two of the Korean people that I knew when I served over there, especially a young boy who was 14 at the time.
샘이라는 별명으로 불렸던 미군 부대 하우스보이 고진호 씨다.
Are you happy today? Are you having a happy life? Has the new Korea been good to you? Are you glad that we came?
Lots of questions.
Mm-hmm.
59년 만에 시다의 병사들은 다시 한국으로 향한다.
The year was 1950, as I vividly recall. The bridge to the future was about to fall. The name Korea began to appear in the news. The world became uneasy as we watched and waited. The thought of war was something that we all hated. But all of a sudden, North Korea invaded the south part. So being the great country that we are, our men would be sent to a faraway war. Some men had families of 2 or more. What would they do when he went out the door? Education and careers would have to be put on hold. Lives would be altered and forever changed.
16 hours, Tim.
16 hour flight?
16 hours from here to Korea.
It took me 16 days the last time to get over there. 16 days and two typhoons.
He's 5'2" and he's 6'4". He fights with missiles and with spears. He's all of 31 and he's only 17. He's been a soldier for 1,000 years. He's a Catholic, a Hindu, an atheist, a Jain, a Buddhist and a Baptist and a Jew. And he knows he shouldn't kill, and he knows he always will. Kill you for me, my friend, and me for you.
긴 세월을 날아온 노병들. 두 번째로 방문한 한국의 풍경은 낯설고 어리둥절한 것이었다.
And he's fighting for the Russians and he's fighting for Japan. And he thinks we'll put an end to war this way.
Can't believe it though when you look around and look at things after we was over here 58 years ago. Yeah.
on that area we have some
이왕 스톤 하나 가지고 여기 양을
so
한강변을 따라 늘어선 빌딩들. 서울은 전쟁의 그림자를 빠르게 지웠다.
and the weather forecast says
시다의 노병들이 기억하는 한국은 지금과는 너무도 다른 것이었다.
Well, we just went through Seoul 5 days after MacArthur went through there with his troops. There was nothing. You'd go through the street and just wind back and forth through the rubble and everything.
사람들의 모습에서도 전쟁의 흔적은 찾을 수 없었다.
I still remember their little baby, under a year old. That little baby was laying there, and I can still remember the flies crawling over its eyeballs and in and out of its mouth, and obviously very near death.
In fact, when I got home, I hid that picture. I never did make a print out of it for a long time. It was just a little colored slide. What I'd remembered that day, because of the gunfire that was all around us, and here's this little boy sitting there with that bottle. And how come he was so contented with nothing but that brown bottle? But I realized that that's all he had ever known. He'd never known peace. He'd never lived in an area where he wasn't surrounded by gunfire.
Before, I've just kept up on the radio and TV and through the media, but it's even more than I thought. 50-something years isn't very long for a civilization, and the Korean people have just done fantastic.
Glad to see you.
한국에 도착한 다음 날, 노병들은 가평으로 향했다. 한국에서 가장 먼저 방문하고 싶었던 장소였다.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 안녕. 예, 안녕. 안녕.
How you say garlic?
garlic. 마늘. 마늘.
Stronger than onion.
가평에는 시다 노병들의 최대 전적지가 있다.
이 길이 지금 올라가는 길이 전쟁을 하면서 내려오셨던 길이에요. 노란 길이거든요, 지금.
Beyond the hill is right here. Another battlefield. Right here.
시다의 참전병들은 대부분 연합군 포병대대에 배속됐다. 인천 상륙작전 후 북진한 그들은 치열한 격전지였던 38선 접경지대에서 전투를 벌였다. 그리고 1951년 5월 이들은 가평에서 중공군의 대공세와 맞서게 된다.
Infantry had made a circle around and connected up in it 4,000 Chinese in this area. Their only means of escape was down this little valley that we were in, and
when them Chinese come down that canyon, beating tin cans, pans, yelling. That was quite a moment to see all them just running towards you.
I remember Bobby Hunter waking me, the noise going on, the truck, tracers going over, and I remember my teeth chattering.
I'm not too shake up about it. I didn't know what was going on.
And then he started having nightmares, real bad nightmares. Worried about his men, scared for his men. You know, run, throw hand grenades. It was very frightening in the night to me at first. You know, I'd have to hold his hands.
4,000명의 중공군과 맞선 250명의 포병대원들. 새벽부터 9시간에 걸쳐 벌어졌던 전투의 결과는 전사자 한 명 없는 기적의 승리였다.
I can't understand then, and I still can't understand it yet, how it could have happened, how 250 men could stand in the way of 4,000 Chinese and come out the victors.
I'm not in charge. It's like in church, nobody says something.
노병들은 드디어 그들이 전투를 벌였던 장소에 도착했다.
내가 지금 70돌이거든요. 70돌인데 그때 13살이나 그렇게 안 됐거든. 그런데 6.25 때 여기서 적었다가 또 이놈들 여기서 Mi-24사인가 물어봐요.
Chinese soldiers here.
Yeah.
He's asking.
맞아요?
I was here. Yes.
맞대는구나.
Yeah.
하여튼 그때 고상 무적했다는 거예요. 이 분들 고상 많이 했다고 그러죠.
24단 맞아요.
24단 맞아요?
There's the pictures.
걔는 둘이 하나 저 지가 왔는데 조명이 하여튼 태어날 것 같아. 얼마나 화나게 썼는지.
Can you see it now? Is this it right here? Is that this one? This is it.
This is it
Come
right
over
there.
here. Look.
맥스 본조 씨는 오랫동안 간직해왔던 사진을 들고 기억을 맞추는 작업을 시작했다.
Colonel?
When you took the picture, though, weren't you?
Well, with that cheap camera, too. Tapers right down into over in this country. Yeah?
그는 조금씩 그렇게 18시절의 기억에 다가가고 있었다.
Some water, Dad?
Yeah.
끔찍한 악몽에 시달리게 했던 전장터. 그런데도 이들이 그때의 흔적을 찾아 헤매는 이유는 무엇일까?
I think I made that side of the canyon. Where that
Well, anyway, this is the part right here, too, in this other picture.
In my mind, where it was, it seemed like A battery was up in there, and I was sleeping right up on that spot, if I can remember correctly. I don't know. At least I got a picture of the shelter I was in. I was sleeping here, and the bullet went right through there.
그들에게 생사의 갈림길이었던 이곳엔 전투의 악몽보다 더 떠올리기 싫었던 아픈 기억이 남아있다. 그들에게 주어진 승리의 뒤편엔 다른 수많은 죽음들이 있었던 것이다.
You know, 13, 14, 15 years old. And why they were sent in there, I don't know, because there was, as you can see in those pictures in there was a lot of them killed, the Korean civilians, and they just went around the hills and and threw their bodies in the back of dump trucks and just hauled them to this big pit and dumped them in there and buried them. And you know, those poor Chinese families would never ever know whatever happened to their sons that were sent in there.
We're all God's children, and it's tough when you take someone else's life, and because you know they're part of this old world, and it's just too bad we can't get along. And yes, I was part of that, and I still remember it.
And then I got to work for a full month on an observation point and watch them drop napalm bombs in the trenches. And those things I remember, and probably things that bother me at night.
노병들은 자신의 상처뿐만 아니라 그 전쟁으로 삶이 송두리째 파괴됐던 사람들의 고통 또한 짊어져야 했다. 다행히 세월은 잔혹했던 전쟁터 위에 생명의 풀들을 키웠다. 가평의 산하에 전쟁의 그림자는 사라졌다. 이 땅의 아이들은 이제 울지 않는다. 노병들은 아이들의 웃음이 반갑고 고마웠다.
Okay, when I say 3, everybody says kimchi. Kimchi. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Kimchi. 고맙습니다. I come here and fought a war. 57 years ago. Many years ago. I lived in these mountains.
가평에서 만난 해맑은 아이들은 노병들에게 그 옛날 안타까웠던 어떤 소년들을 떠올리게 했다. 시다의 노병들에게 하우스보이는 그들이 지켜야 할 한국처럼 여겨졌다.
Just like he was a little brother. I mentioned that. Just like we was there protecting him and fighting for him.
And I knew that Sammy would die for me. If someone had come to that hut with a gun, Sammy would have taken a bullet for me. He didn't have to tell me that. I just knew it.
Yes. So we sent him the picture for him so
Yes.
he can check.
Possibility he told me a big story.
First, I gotta shake your shoulder. We've been looking for Park Sang-mo all those times, but both are not the right person.
We was in North Korea the last time I saw him.
Maybe he left it in North Korea.
Maybe
Who
they
knows?
captured him. I didn't get to meet mine though. I feel bad. Now you're gonna get me crying here again.
알 쿠퍼에겐 설레는 시간이 다가오고 있었다. 그는 하우스보이 세미를 찾아 대구로 향했다.
Jinko Ho, right? If I got it right. Yep. No, Jin Ho Ko.
세미로 불려진 고진호 씨는 2년째 병원 생활을 하고 있다고 했다. 하우스보이는 어떻게 늙었을까? 그를 기억하고 있을까?
저녁에 오시네.
감사합니다.
안녕하십니다. Sergeant Cooper?
Yeah.
You remember Sergeant Cooper? You were Sammy? You were Sammy, my houseboy?
잘 모르겠는데.
저기
예.
하우스보이 계실 때
예.
사전 쿠퍼라고 알 쿠퍼라고 기억나세요?
U.S. Air Force, maybe 1952, 1953, near Chow.
53년.
52년, 53년 때.
지금 있는 것도 잘 모르겠는데 그때 걸 왜 알겠어요 내가.
아.
안 보입니다.
기억력이 잘 안 나시나요?
예. 사진 이래 봐서는 이거 같이 찍은 거래 이분하고. 근데
Sammy, Sergeant Cooper.
여기 고진호라고 밑에 쓰고.
예. 사진에서 이름 쓴 건 맞아요. 근데 사람 보니까 약간 기억이 돼서 나는 것 같기도 하고 모르겠어. 늙어서 말이야.
이분이시래.
He think he kind of remember you? Yeah.
이 사람? 블랑켓.
예, 블랑켓.
예.
예. 그런 거 주고 그러지 않았어요? 기억을 하더라고. 그거를 몰래
불쌍해가지고
빼서
그래가지고
주고 그랬다고. 예.
You made my shoes shine. You made my shoes shine.
구두를 항상 깨끗하게 이렇게 닦아줬다고.
예. 슈샴푸이니까 뭐 하수보이니까 닦아줘야지 뭐. 그래. 그래야 뭐 돈도 주고 그러니까 이제 그렇게 했죠.
많은 기억이 일치했지만 하우스보이와 병사의 기억 사이엔 서로 엇갈리는 지점이 있었다.
And he would cry and tell me of the experiences that he had had. He had watched his mother and father killed in front of him with a rifle butt and bayonets.
그래서 하우스보이 하실 때 고아라고 많이 말씀하셨어요?
예, 또 그런 사람이 많았고 채용을 그런 사람 많이 했어. 예.
그럼 어르신도 그러면 고아라고 말씀하셨어요?
아마 그런 것 같아요.
Well, back then people would probably lie, saying that he was orphan, because to get the job like this houseboy. Yeah.
무엇이 하우스보이 세미로 하여금 고아라는 거짓말을 하게 했던 것일까?
그때 뭐 어리니까 뭐 압니까? 하수벌이 있으니까 뭐 그저 잘 먹어도 먹고 하니까 그거
미군부대 있으면 잘 얻어먹으니까?
미군 부대가 뭐 미국 사람이 뭐 말도 안 통하는데 뭐 좋긴 뭐 좋겠어요.
어쩌면 하우스보이 세미는 평화를 모르고 포화 속에서만 살아갔던 사진 속 어린아이와 같았는지도 모른다. 어린 하우스보이에게 전쟁은 생존을 위한 치열한 터전이었다. 총을 들어야 했던 병사는 그 소년이 그저 불쌍하고 미안하게만 여겨졌다. 전쟁터에서 각기 다른 정지된 시간을 기억하고 있었던 사람들. 이제 묶여 있었던 그 기억들을 놓아줄 때가 됐는지도 모른다.
Well, I thought Sammy was like my own brother.
항상 저기 보진호 선생님을 자기는 이렇게 딴 사람들은 이렇게 종같이 그렸는데 자기는 항상 이렇게 그 영고 브러더가 동생같이 생각했었다고. 네. 보진호 씨 얘기하면서 많이 힘들겠어요.
아이고 참.
저를 도움을 많이 받았는데.
감사합니다.
그래서 미국에서 여기 나오면서부터 또 찾기 시작해가지고 이제 찾아서 오늘 아침에 일어나가지고 지금 4시간 가까이 달려왔죠 여기를.
자 이런 사람 없어.
네.
진짜로 그죠? 제 부모 이상 가족이라도 이래 안 한다. 진짜로. 고마운
There's no person like you. There's no American like you. He said.
Thank you. Good luck. Take care.
건강하시라고. 항상 생각했다고.
어린 하우스보이에게 늘 미안한 마음을 가졌던 쿠퍼 씨. 그는 다만 세미가 자신의 마음을 알아주기를 바랬을 뿐이다.
You were very special back then. I think now his memories coming up. You were always giving him a lot of stuff. And you haven't changed that.
노병은 마음속 상처를 덜었다. 그리고 늙은 하우스보이와 따뜻한 인사를 나눈다. 기억해줘서 고맙다고. 전쟁의 흔적을 찾아온 여행. 판문점에 들어서는 노병들의 발걸음이 무겁다.
Bus, 2 lines over here. You're on starting off here's bus, 2 lines on his side. It's very important that you do not try and point, wave, or try to communicate with the North Koreans in any way. You guys understand? All right.
I did not want to come here. Well, I knew they were an enemy, and I knew they did not like us. And so I really didn't want to come here. I can't explain it fully.
Blue zone, is that what you're talking about?
노병들은 판문점에서 오랫동안 인정하기 싫었던 한국 전쟁의 불편한 진실과 만났다. 그랬다. 이 전쟁은 아직도 끝나지 않은 전쟁이었다.
If you look directly in front of that building, you notice the cake.
판문점의 군사분계선이 지나가는 곳에서 노병들은 한때 적으로 맞섰던 북한군과 마주했다.
Made me very uncomfortable. I did not wish to give them the satisfaction of looking at them without a weapon between us. I did not like the idea of signing the armistice here. I felt that we could have and we should have defeated them and taken all of Korea back. And like many of the men of my generation, I did not want to leave with the job unfinished. And that's why this place troubles me. $50,000 of my friends stayed here or gave their lives here. And we betrayed them by not staying.
We have to move.
And we betrayed the Korean people by not staying.
But we would work with Cliff.
군인으로서의 실패감을 안고 평생을 살았던 한 노병에게 한국 전쟁은 영광보다 고통이 컸다. 그들이 싸웠던 나라에는 여전히 분단의 상처와 전쟁의 그림자가 남아있다. 이곳이 남아있는 한 노병들의 상처는 결코 지워지지 않을지도 모른다. 이 땅에서 벌어졌던 전쟁의 짐을 함께 나누어줘야 했던 사람들. 그들의 상처를 조금이라도 더하는 길은 그때 이곳에 이들이 있었음을 우리 모두가 기억하는 일일 것이다.
That there is no such thing as an unwounded combat veteran. Because you might not have scars on your body, but you always carry with you the scars of what you were a part of.
You do get recurring thoughts and remembrances now and again, but you know, we just live through and remember that it was a good thing, feel like it was a good thing. I wouldn't have missed this trip for anything because it brings back memories of not only many years ago, but renews them for this time and period.
Thanks for the opportunity. 고맙습니다.